Stray Blade is a brand new single-player action-adventure RPG that offers a bright twist on the Souls-like subgenre. In this game you play as Farren, a lone adventurer exploring the ancient valley of Acrea, a long-lost civilization full of mysteries, treasure and bosses. As you can probably see from the trailer, Stray Blade has quite a unique stylistic look about it, and also has quite the focus on storytelling, with many cutscenes and fully voice-acted dialogue between Farren and his companion Boji throughout the game. Stray Blade differentiates itself from other Souls-likes in a number of ways. The combat system is designed in a way so that attacks must be either dodged or parried. If an attack needs to be parried, an enemy will flash blue. If it needs to be dodged, it will flash red, meaning you must master both dodging and parrying if you want to be successful. Aside from that, you're also able to call Boji, Farren's companion, for assistance on the battlefield, as well as progress both characters with their own talent trees. Additionally, changing weapons and playstyles in Stray Blade is extremely easy due to the game not going down the standard attribute upgrade route that most Souls-likes utilise. In fact, you can actually switch between two weapons during combat if you like. In this video, I'll give you my first impressions of Stray Blade with the usual pros and cons list at the end. This is part 1 of a 2-part series I'll make for the game. Part 1 being the first impressions, and Part 2 being the full review where I'll hopefully finish the game. Stray Blade is available for purchase on Steam, Epic, Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5. This video is sponsored by Point Blank Games, so if you like what you see then click the link in the description below to purchase Stray Blade now. Stray Blade, brand new action RPG, let's begin the adventure and try not to die too much. The sound of scrolling over these menu icons reminds me of the satisfying sound of popping bubble wrap. You've got to enjoy the little things. Farren West, our main character, male or female, voice 1 or voice 2.
My name is Farren West, and I always travel alone.
That's a nice British voice actor right there. What about the female version?
My name is Farren West.
Also British, love it. Select difficulty. Not all games of this genre actually give you this choice, so I guess this makes this game a lot more accessible to a wider audience. It's actually been a while since I've played a game of this genre. I've got a bit of a history with Souls-like games and getting really angry. I don't want to get stressed whilst playing this one. We're going to play on adventure mode. If it's too easy, we can bump that up to challenge mode. We ain't playing on Farren Must Die. I want to enjoy the game. I don't want to be stressed out. Adventure mode it is. Let's begin. So Farren's an explorer and he's found a mysterious island. So we're in the game straight away. Quite a nice art style. B is dodge. LS is sprint. We've got light attack, heavy attack, climb with X, climb the vines. Yeah, nice visuals. Vibrant, stylized graphics. Cave painting here. Copy homecoming mural, and that's gonna uncover some of the world map. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for more of those. Got my first sword. Climb up here, see if there's any treasure waiting for me. Oh, a wooden club. Loot the club. So now I've got a secondary weapon. Loot the fern. Probably a crafting item. Okay, I wasn't expecting to see blood in a game with this vibrant, stylized aesthetic. Impaled enemies, blood everywhere. Yeah, kind of surprising. Some kind of shrine here, let's activate it. This is probably where we're going to respawn. And here we've got our first enemy.
Hey! Hola! Salve! Don't want to disturb you in your, business, but do you know a way out of here?
This game doesn't take itself too seriously. I like that. So let's dodge, hit them with a backstab, and their thing charges up red as they're about to attack, so that helps me time my dodge. Finish him. Blueprint for a new weapon. More enemies here. Oh, dodge. Okay. Eesh. Dodge. Trying to go for the backstab. There it is. I'll follow up with a heavy attack. Wah! Okay, we haven't taken damage yet. We just got a lot of resources from that guy. Get a better weapon at the smithy. Military longsword. Hammer, that's crafting myself a new sword. Beautiful. It's better than the rusty crap we had earlier. You can mantle in this game. Okay. So you can jump around, go to hidden areas. Is this also a hidden area? Yeah. Oh. Beige dye. Wait, you can dye your gear. Let's dye it brown and blue. Wasn't expecting you to be able to dye your gear in this game. Something that they didn't have to add. Nice little additional thing that some people will like. Onwards we go. When are we going to take our first damage? Probably here, as the game's going to teach me how to parry. Parry attacks are indicated by the enemy flashing blue. Come on then. Parry. Okay, we messed that one up, but we didn't take damage. That's better. There it is. And we can then press X and execute. Nice. The parrying feels pretty good. So now we're fighting an animal. Parry? Good parry. Oh, and again. Finish it. Finish it. We got it. Level up. Level 2. Right, so now I'm level 2. I can spend some skill points. And this is the skill tree, is it? So we can upgrade our health, energy, healing slot, special attack damage, heavy attack or light attack, or parry. I think we're going to go with light attack as our first one. Nice view from the top here. Looks like we're exploring the ruins of an ancient civilization. Big heavy axe enemy incoming. Nice dodge. Big damage. Finishing. Sit. Oh, that's a stylish execution. Oh, those executes, they're just really satisfying every time so far. Feels really good to take down their poise bar and execute them. Ooh, spiders. I kind of hate fighting creatures because they're just so much more difficult to dodge because they just do that and it just looks unnatural. But when you're fighting someone with a sword, you can very clearly see when you need to parry or dodge them. With animals and weird monsters, it's a bit of a guessing game because they're just all over the place. This looks like a monster. Is this going to be our first boss? Let's go this way instead. I saw the big giant monster and I just turned the other way and go this way instead. Just a bit of a nope moment. Okay, let's fight this thing. Stab it from... Ooh. Okay, that deals some damage. Parry it. Just don't panic. Like that. Big damage. We got it. Okay. Oh, I'm almost dead. Dude, that's my first death. To a bloody dog. How have I died to a dog? Oh no. And now everything's gonna have respawned, hasn't it? It's fine, we'll just get good. Level 3. Boji. This is who we've been chasing.
Boji.
Talking wolf monster. Sounds like something I'd say. So that cutscene's basically explained why my character has infinite lives and made everything kind of make sense. But my sword actually has a special ability. If I press LBRB, it has this special ability that's on a cooldown, so I should give that a try sometime. I'm happy I didn't choose to play this game on a harder difficulty because I feel like I'd be probably dying a lot more and getting stressed. I'm not playing perfect by any means. I'm taking a lot of damage. If the damage values were a little bit more punishing, I'd be getting my ass kicked right now. I really struggle when the mobs like heavily delay their attacks. I think that's the point of it, isn't it? Oh, I've got a skill tree for Boji. Like, so I've got a little friend and he's actually going to help me. That's cool. If you are outnumbered by your enemies, there's a chance Boji will jump in and distract one of the opponents. That sounds useful. In rare cases, it allows him to revive me directly on the battlefield. In rare cases, he will parry an incoming attack. Wow, all of these seem really good. I don't have any points to spend yet, though. I can do that later. Broodmother. Oh, this looks like the first boss. So it seems like a bigger version of the other ones. Failed dodging that. Okay, that's a big attack. I'm just going to die here, aren't I? I'm just... 1, 2, 3. Oh, the ads are here to ruin my day. Just finish it. Oh, we got it. Heartberry upgrade. Quickly heal. Got the cave painting. So now I've got some map information unlocked. So I got a pop-up that says enemies cleared. Now, in an ideal world, that would mean that they don't respawn again. And I think that might be the case. They don't actually respawn, so that's solved one of the biggest things that I dislike about Souls-like games. Enemies just constantly respawning when you die, and then you just have to like sprint back to the boss and ignore 10 enemies chasing you. But if you just clear all of the enemies, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. And you can fully explore the area in peace without having things attack you. I really like that. So another blueprint. New weapon blueprint. Raider Messer. I mean, all of these weapon blueprints are fantastic, but I haven't seen a crafting table since the very start of the game, which has me extremely confused. Surely there's going to be a crafting table soon. It's like I'm an hour and a half into the game. Tons of blueprints. No crafting table. Clean. Enemies cleared. So now I can freely explore this camp. Please tell me there's a smithy. Oh my god, is this a smithy? We can finally craft an upgrade. I want the Raider Messer. However, I don't have the parts for it. Let's craft this.
Let's go.
Okay. Now Boji's helping me with the crafting. These axe guys are kind of easy now. Thanks for letting me backstab you, my friend. Let's give the assassin's sword a crack. Ooh, okay. Oh, that does a lot more damage. Tons more, in fact. Yeah, this sword is most certainly the one. Try the special attack. Ooh. Brutal. Looks like I've unlocked 3 blueprints from those mobs. Okay, craft the chain mask. Craft the cavalier's attire. New helmet. Very nice. I like that. Still nothing in the skill tree I can really unlock. It feels a little bit odd to me that I'm in this situation where I'm level 16, I've got 7 available skill points to spend, but because I'm happy with my weapon, I haven't really got anything to spend these skill points on. Does that mean I'm just not going to get any stronger for the rest of the game, other than armor? I feel like the game wants me to craft every weapon and put points into every weapon. I'm not sure. Let's get a sneak attack off. Please. Okay, are we just going to chuck him off the edge? No, not quite. Oh, what? Don't... It's the worst death I've ever had. Oh no. What a disaster. Okay, that one I feel hard done by. I've got to run so fucking far. Boji ability unlocked, Arcane Blast. Press LB to use Arcane Blast. Go on, Boji. Beautiful. Okay, having Boji fight with you is pretty huge. Let's make a hammer. That does huge damage apparently. Equip the hammer as my secondary weapon. Alright, let's test out the new weapon. Terrible. Me just playing absolutely awfully. Big damage though. It's not my playstyle. I don't like big slow weapons. Not for me. Run away. Oh no. Okay, I'll hammer again. Okay, that works. Smashing him around the head with the hammer. The hammer deals big damage, to be fair. Back to my sword. I have a feeling we've got a big boss fight coming up soon. So this is going to be our first big epic boss fight. Initium General. So let's observe his attack patterns for now. So that's an obvious parry. Parry. Big damage. Dodge that. Big damage. What's it doing? It's attacking the floor. Okay. Parry. Good parry. Whack, whack, whack. Ooh, that hurts. You almost got me there. I'm actually out of healing. I went into this fight with only 1 healing potion. Oh, okay, his attack patterns are changing a bit now, are they? Finish him, and he's dead. Big story boss down, and that's given me a new ability. I've been seeing these things around, and I've been able to target them, and I could never really figure out what they were used for. So zip, and zip, and zip. Yeah, I like that. That feels very nice. Use your new ability to get to the gate. That's handy. So now we can reach many new areas. Giant gate opens. The Golden Palace. So at this point I'm about 4 hours into the game and we've made some pretty decent progress. Killed some bosses, killed a lot of elite mobs. And I think now would be a good time to wrap up the first impressions part of this video series. This video is going to be in 2 parts. Part 1, the first impressions. Part 2, the full review where I'm going to finish the game. So keep an eye out for video 2. For now, we're going to get to the pros and cons of the first impressions, and then we can compare how those pros and cons change with the full review that will come later. My Stray Blade first impressions, pros and cons. Bear in mind there will be a follow-up to this video with a full review once I've completed the game, but so far the pros and cons list looks like this. Pros. Farren and his companion Boji are instantly likeable, and the dialogue is quite funny. I liked the visuals for this game, it's quite a unique style for a Souls-like, and despite the stylized graphics, I like that the game had gore too, which I didn't expect. I do quite like the idea of mobs flashing blue or red for dodge or parry. I think it gave me something extra to think about rather than my usual Souls-like playstyle of only spamming dodge. Taking down the posture bar and executing enemies with the style attack constantly felt cool and didn't get old. This is one of the most accessible Souls-likes I've seen, with it having multiple difficulty options. I like that if you fully cleared an area of mobs, they wouldn't respawn when you died. I like that this game doesn't have a souls system where you need to recover lost souls upon death. I personally prefer this approach of just gaining XP. And I like how exploration is rewarded with treasure chests, optional paths, maps, lore and mini-bosses, as well as the way the game's designed with new paths that open up linking to the old areas you've already explored. Cons. I was completely baffled by the progression system. From levels 9 to 19, I just didn't spend my skill points because I was happy with my current weapon. I ended the video with 10 unspent skill points because I didn't have the option to just spend those points on flat damage or more health. It seems like you basically max out your base level upgrades at level 9, and every other skill point is just weapon related. It felt extremely strange, and hopefully this becomes less of an issue as I unlock more stuff to spend my points on. In the first 4 hours of gameplay, it felt like there just wasn't enough boss fights. I think I had 2 big boss fights, and neither of them were overly challenging. I kept coming across areas and saying to myself, this looks like a boss fight room, but it hardly ever was. The ratio of mobs to bosses is way too high. Some of the enemies were a bit buggy. I saw some teleport around and sometimes you see them jitter in the distance. I don't like how all gear is crafting based. It made looting treasure chests or killing hard enemies kinda predictable. I know I'll get a crafting recipe at best, but most likely just some crafting resource. Personally, I found the long animation of Boji resurrecting my character upon death to get annoying after a while. It was cute the first few times, but really, after a death, I want to get back into the action ASAP. It would be nice if there was an option to skip this. And due to the art style, map design, and similar visual appearance of assets, it can be easy to get lost in this game. There were many times where I'd unlock a new area and I wasn't entirely sure if I'd been there already. Overall, mixed opinions about Stray Blade so far in this first impressions. There's a lot of things I really like about the game, but other things I found a bit weird, such as the lack of boss fights early on and the progression system. Let's see if things change in the second part of this 2-part series where I'll complete the game and give you my full review. Big shout out to Point Blank Games for the sponsorship and allowing me to be completely honest in my pros and cons list. If you like what you've seen so far, then click the link in the description below to buy Stray Blade now, and keep an eye out for part 2 of this video in a few days where I'll fully review the game. Slice that like button with your blades for the algorithm gods. Social media on screen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.